Welcome in everybody to another episode of Career Chronicles. I am here with the CEO of Garbage World, Falcon. And yeah, to get things started, what's up with the picture you gave me today? What's up with your
Well,
mood?
you are what you eat. I'm a foot. Those toesy woesies are yummy wummy.
So you
And
like
but also, as you can see, I'm not so satisfied with life in this picture. So
why is
that's the
that?
picture. Just thinking about Walmart. It
Oh,
has me sad in a way. Thinking about all the women at Walmart,
which is
which
the topic
that's today's
today,
episode.
the women of Walmart. And yeah, let's get started. All right.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
advice would you give to someone new at Walmart, let's say 18 years old, 19, 20, somewhere in there,
Oh God.
and they want to try and date a girl that they work with at Walmart? What advice would you give that kid? Assume
If
it's a
they're
guy.
past, okay, if it's a guy, make sure they're not wearing a yellow badge. That's all I gotta say.
Why? What's
You
wrong
know
with
what that
the.
means, right?
No, what does that mean?
Yellow badge. Like you could see someone that looks like they're 30 or whatever. They're wearing a yellow badge. They're a minor. You stay away from all these minors.
So, minors that
So
work at Walmart have to wear a yellow badge?
yes, they have to wear yellow badges instead
Why?
of the blue badges to show that they're minors. Because minors can't use the baler. They can't do certain things. They can't work past certain hours. And yeah, so if you're over 18, stay away from girls that have yellow badges.
So,
Because I know a guy. I wasn't friends with him or anything. He went to jail for that kind of stuff.
and he
And
worked at Walmart with you?
yeah, and he went bye-bye. He went to jail.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
for
yeah,
getting girls that
yeah.
are with that do have the blue badges, you got to be very careful even at that because women are monsters. They are. Why'd you freeze up like that?
I'm letting you speak.
They are. They are.
I
Well,
haven't dated any girls at
not
Walmart. I'm listening to you.
not saying all women, just saying all women that work at Walmart are monsters. And if you're watching this right now and you're a woman and you work at Walmart, I want you to look in the mirror and say, I am a monster. Because you know what? You are. That's just it's just downright to it.
So again, let's say this theoretical 20-year-old working at Walmart starts talking to a cute one, gets their snap number.
Yeah, I got experience with that. I got experience with that.
Yeah. Let's say
You
they
want to hear
want to
about my
take it to their.
experiences?
Yeah, or just this hypothetical. What should the kid's next move be once he gets the Snapchat, the phone number?
Okay. If
Yeah.
you're 18 to 20, always start off with a Snapchat. Phone numbers and stuff. That's cheesy old school bullshit. You start off with a Snapchat. At least that's how it was back in my day at Walmart. It could be different now. I don't know. There's probably some other new new way of communicating. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
First, you start off teasing the girl. You start being, I don't know, just a total asshole to the girl. They like that. All these girls like assholes.
That work at Walmart.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, I don't have this, but I don't have the nose ring, the tattoos and all that shit. I don't have kids that with different baby mamas. I'm not a total reject. I don't know. Women like rejects. They like people that look like crap.
So just to
Especially ones
emphasize,
that work at Walmart. Huh?
something you said there, if you're trying to get a girl at Walmart, nose rings, piercings, tattoos, that's all something they should do
Yeah,
as much as
because
possible.
yeah.
What about facial hair? Grow that
Oh yeah,
out.
grow out the nasty facial hair. Have your hair a mess. That's what I had. They dig that. I didn't have the tattoos and all that stuff, but I had the screwed up facial hair, the screwed up hair, the red eyes from drinking too much Mountain Dew. And, yeah, so okay. First, start off saying hey and call them some name that they don't like. Tell them that they're mean. Tell them that they are stupid. Give me your Snapchat, bitch. Is what you say. And eventually they give it to you because they get so annoyed. Or you might get HR on your ass or fired or whatever. But in my case, it
That
didn't
just means
happen.
that one isn't for you. To get HR
Yeah.
involved, right?
And then you find a different retail job or fast food.
Okay,
Trust me, I'm doing you guys a favor by giving you this advice, you know?
let's say it's working. You're being an
Yeah,
asshole.
you get the Snapchat
She's blowing up your
after
phone.
after being an asshole for a little bit, be nice for a minute, you know? Open doors for her and give her chocolate. Netflix and chill, you know? It's easy. Women are easy anymore, especially ones that work at Walmart. You want
So
to know about
yeah.
you want to know about my experiences or something?
Well, I want we want your advice first. So
Oh, okay.
again, this hypothetical, you get the chick's Snapchat, be an asshole, nice a little bit. Before that, though, you want as many tattoos and piercings as possible. Grow out all facial hair, body
Yeah,
hair
be
too.
emo.
Just hair everywhere. Is that better?
Hair everywhere. Be a. Also, they like grease monkeys around here. I don't know. They like people that work on cars and have cars. I don't have a car. I don't drive.
So like
Uh,
having like oil and dust and shit all over you, that's
just
good too.
looking like straight up dirt. Looking like you came right out of the dirt. That's how they like them.
Sounds like they like cavemen that spend too
Uh,
much time at the fucking tattoo place.
well, Bearman, remember Bearman in the
Yep.
last podcast?
Yep.
Well, he didn't have girls and he looked like a total caveman. So don't go to the extreme of looking like a caveman. Just go look to the extreme like you're straight out of the trash or, you know, they
Okay.
like that.
So trashy, but not the trashiest, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. All right. That makes
Like,
sense.
I don't know. Yeah, you got the ones with the baby mamas, you know, they got like three baby mamas. It's just like you gotta take advice from people like that. That's what
So
I did to get my first Walmart girlfriend.
is there any good departments in Walmart that always had good looking girls or good girls to go after, or departments that had the worst women to go after?
Oh, so, okay. There's different departments had different girls. I mean, you got cashiers were the stuck up, snobby ones that I don't know, they have their own sections, their own groups, their own cliques at Walmart. So you get the snobby, stuck up ones that were cashiers. I mean, it's changed now. I don't know where the snobby, stuck up ones are. They're probably all snobby and stuck up. They're all monsters. Believe me. Okay, you got the OGP, which is online pickup, whatever. They changed the name so many fucking times. They
Yep.
those ones are like the feminist type, the ones that are like most likely gay.
Yeah. And like, I don't need a man and blah, 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 stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Okay.
But there is a couple cuties. There was anyway, back in my day.
Yep.
I say that like I'm a old man, but it was only like 2 years ago.
Yep.
Stalkers, you get like some here and there that are hot, but most likely those are the ones without teeth. Um, and let's see. Oh, the ones in the clothing department, they're kind of there's some hot ones there. I don't know. But either way, in every store, there's at least 5 hot girls. And 4 of those girls will be taken. Sorry about your luck, Chuck, that's watching this. They'll probably all be taken. But these girls aren't loyal to nobody, you know?
Nope.
So I'm saying you got a chance, guys. You 18 to 20 something year olds at Walmart, or even 30, 40, whatever you are, have a chance. You know what I'm saying?
They just might not be the most desirable, is what you're saying.
Yeah. There's the chunkies, the ones that look like monkeys, and the ones that
So,
don't wash their bunkies.
so just thinking of this
Those
question.
you want to stay away from, huh?
So, what were worse, the women that worked at Walmart or the women that shopped at Walmart?
Oh, you don't even want to know. Like with the ones that shopped at Walmart. Oh my God! Like sometimes there'd be some really hot ones come in,
Like
booty
what
shorts.
percent? Like 20%?
40%. I'll double that. Yeah,
40% were hot?
yeah.
Okay.
And the rest, the 60%. No, fucking ugly.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I might sound like a monster myself with this, but I'm not actually sorry. I don't give a shit.
Okay, and then so then what percent of the women that worked at Walmart were hot? What percent were not?
Again, 40.
40, 60, okay.
But then again, you have so many dudes that outweigh women that work there. So it's slim pickings.
So Walmart is kind of a sausage fest.
I would say so, yeah. It has its phases. Sometimes there's no guys at all, and sometimes there's no women at all. Like sometimes there's nobody at all because they all called in.
What about women for cart pushers? Was there ever any?
No, no. There's one ugly motherfucker. She she caused so much drama out there. Was complaining it was too hot and that she could only wear shorts to her knee and all that stuff. I don't know.
So they put
Like
her
it was
inside?
they eventually put her inside. She complained about that and then got fired eventually. But there were so many days that she came in complaining.
What about, was there ever women in the electronics department?
There was one, but this guy like he got in trouble for like taking pictures of her and shit. He was being a perv,
So
and
she
she just
asked to
eventually
move.
she ran out of there basically. Yeah.
And then
What?
I think that's every department. I mean, we don't really need to talk about like managers or upper management or any of that,
There
right?
was no hot managers, trust me.
Right,
They
right.
were all
And I feel like they'd all be older. We're talking
yeah,
about the young girls here, not moms
not
and
too young and
grandmas
not
and
too old, you know.
yeah, yeah. So next, we could maybe dive into your experience.
I don't know. Okay, okay.
Well, we don't need to start off with the Big Bang. you
The
know,
Big Bang Theory.
maybe you could tell us about the girl that before you started working at Walmart, you saw her and talked about her some, and then you started working there, and then I think she got a new job or moved or something.
That was just like a one-time thing. Like basically, like I hung out with her once, and then it was just like, she got a different job, and yeah.
Where did you hang out
So
with her?
Walmart.
Okay.
Okay, let's talk about another one that's bigger, I guess. We had different names for these girls. I don't know what
Just
we had
just
on the
make it
list.
up. I'll figure it out. Next,
Okay.
tell us about Logan's girl that he liked forever, but I don't think ever dated.
Yeah, he never dated her. He had this thing for her, and he like it got out, like he spread like this rumor got out that he was dating her, and the whole store was like shaming him and was
Why?
all like, "She's a slut. Stay away from her. She does pills." And he's like, "I'm not even with her. I just liked her." And then she went to him and was bawling her eyes out. And yeah,
Do
it was a
the
mess.
did the women that work at Walmart tend to have a high body count, or was this a one-off?
They all had high body counts. Like, there's not like you think the most innocent girl there. Even like the younger teenagers, you just be like, "Oh, that's this little innocent Susie over there. She's never done anything." Had a higher body count than all Garbage Crew combined.
Jesus.
And by
So
Garbage Crew, I mean my crew, my boys,
you,
Billy, Skunk,
K
K
Dog.
Dog. Yeah, and
Jeez.
we've done a lot.
Yeah, especially Billy, right?
Yeah, Billy's done a lot.
How long did Rogan chase her? I feel like it was a really long
About
time. I
2
remember.
years, and then he eventually just gave up. He added her snap. He did everything that I told him to do, but it's just his riz, his mojo, all that just did not matter to her because she was a slut. And everybody would be like, "Close your legs, Jolene. It smells like a fucking sewer. It smells like." I can't even think of what it smells like. What it smelled bad.
Like a skunk. so, so basically,
Oh, worse than
everyone
my buddy
roasted her
Skunk.
at Walmart day after day,
Yeah, everybody just knew she had the most stinky puss in the world.
and Rogan couldn't get her.
Poor Rogan. He
um,
tried.
so
And it,
did he get any other
she
girls or go
kept,
for?
I don't know, but she just kept calling him bro and asked him to buy her stuff and buy her vape. And he's like, "I can't do that. I'm sorry." At least he didn't simp for her. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a question for you too. What percentage of women at Walmart vape use vapes?
Capital A, capital L, capital L. They either vape or smoke menthols or something.
They need that tobacco,
In my in my
that
case,
nicotine.
the girl I was seeing, she vaped. And then I started for a minute, but that's a story for a different time with doing that.
Yeah, right. So since you brought her up, we'll just call her X. We'll just call her
Ex-girlfriend.
X. Falcon's X.
Ex.
um, how
Wait, which
how
one are we talking about? The blonde or the brown haired one?
what blonde?
Never mind. Not Rogan's sister.
No, no,
The
no,
the
no.
other one.
Cause she,
Okay.
well, I guess she worked at Walmart, but not that much. The one you actually worked with. um, just take me through the beginning with her. So,
Okay,
did you use
first
your own advice? Get her
it was all
Snapchat?
okay, hold on. First I was just pushing carts, she was sitting out there watching me like a hawk. I was the falcon, she was the hawk, and she wanted the cock. And
Okay.
so I was pushing carts, she eventually started following me around, I was talking to her, she was all depressed, she's the emo girl. She was dating my one of my friends at the time, which isn't a friend anymore, but he got really weird. He got really like let's let's say he was just following me around and being weird, asking me too many questions all the time. He was jealous.
How did you approach her?
I just said, "Hey, what you doing?" And she's just like, "Oh, I'm listening to music." And I'm like, "What kind?" She wouldn't say what kind. I still don't know what type of music she's into. That's how secretive she was. Um, Basically, it was It was like in the summer, around this time the last year, I would say, right? Yeah, about that time.
Maybe a little sooner, but
I don't know. Yeah, and
regardless,
it was a hot summer, and she was just following me around. She was supposed to be working, but she'd be on her break or day off or whatever. We just started hitting it off, started going out, started going to flea markets and stuff like I usually do. You know how I do, look for stuff for eBay and all that stuff,
garbage world and
garbage
all
world and all
that.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were just chilling. Then I took her home, Netflix and chill. I gave you that advice a minute ago.
Hmm.
Netflix and chill is the way to go. If you don't have a Netflix account, you might as well just steal someone else's.
That's why. That's why you bought a PS5, right?
Yeah, so I can watch Netflix. So, so yeah, we went and ate out, even though she was like built like a stick. She didn't need anything. She just stared at me. She didn't talk. She just followed me around all the time, and that's what she did. Then she kept getting really depressed, and then she said all of this rude shit later on around the holidays, and I
I
dumped her.
so, but we'll get more into this. I did just think of a story. Of the women that work at Walmart, what percentage do you think had some kind of mental disability or mental problem, like bipolar?
Capital A, capital L, capital L. All of them. There wasn't
Well,
one sane woman or man at Walmart, including
well,
myself.
yeah, and I guess you just answered it for me too. You said uh in the beginning that they're all monsters, and so I guess they all have something. Okay.
Monster Mart.
So
Uh,
when did you realize that things were different with this ex? But back when you
like
were
different
just snapping.
when I liked her.
In the beginning, when did you realize this wasn't just gonna be the usual you come close but she leaves you for a different guy right away kind
Because
of
she
thing?
had zero friends, zero life. That's the type of girls you want to go after if you're at Walmart. If you have zero life yourself, you just I don't know. And then
Yeah,
she just kept talking.
didn't you say she like constantly work overtime?
Yeah, that's all she did. I was wanting to work undertime.
And how old was she?
She was 19, almost 20.
So a few years younger than you.
Yeah, just a few years. Not everybody's like, oh, she looks so young, but nah, she wasn't that young.
And who made more money?
She did, cause she was a stalker. I was a cart pusher,
And she did overtime.
and I would try buying her stuff. She's like, no, I got it. So instead of like me being a sugar daddy to most women, or what they call a Splenda daddy, where I can't really afford much. Splenda is like the cheap sugar, you know.
Oh,
You
yeah.
ever heard, you ever heard that phrase?
Yeah.
Splenda daddy,
No. But I get what you mean.
the great value sugar daddy.
You're the great value daddy. Um,
Oh yeah. Instead of me doing that, she bought me stuff.
so you found a sugar
uh,
mama at Walmart.
basically. But then she just started being a total bitch around the holidays, around Halloween's when it started.
So did it ever bug her that or did she ever care that she made more money than you?
No,
No.
uh,
She just liked you that
no,
much.
yeah, I guess. But yeah. So basically, around Halloween, like we were having issues. She was like not gonna go to the Halloween party. Then she did go to the Halloween party. Then we had fun and whatever. Then it was around Thanksgiving time. She started talking less. She found someone else, I think, at
Yeah.
that time. And I confronted her about it. And she's like, "Oh, you have nothing to worry about. Where's the trust? Where's the love?" And December, Christmas time,
It was
we
two
broke
days
up
after
like
Christmas.
2 days after Christmas. Vince was there. I was talking to him. I was freaking out. And I had to just dump her because she was cheating. And now, guess who she's with?
That guy.
Guess who she's with? That guy. And this is what I mean, how women are all monsters.
That work at Walmart.
They work at Walmart or really anywhere, but
So again, this happened 2 days after Christmas. I remember. Tell the
okay.
audience what else
This,
happened that morning.
oh, I was very sick. My lungs were giving out. I was just like basically shit the bed sick. I just dumped her. And you know what else I dumped? The
What?
abusive ex that I kept coming to, which was Walmart itself. Walmart. I quit Walmart that same day.
It's just funny to me how you're. For the people watching, Falcon's kind of being a tough guy. Like, I remember it more like you got dumped and fired on the same day. You're making it sound like you quit
No,
and got and
no,
and
no. It
left
didn't go
her.
that way.
I'm just
No,
saying. I'm just saying. Maybe you're looking at this a little bit differently now, 9 months later.
nope. Still not looking at it differently.
All right.
And then I don't know, got on some anxiety medicine, and yeah, now I'm not working at Walmart. I'm working somewhere else.
I remember one time you were saying she around the crew she could get kind of bossy.
hmm She was always bitching at the crew. She was always telling K-Dog they had to leave, and I was like, no, K-Dog stays. I was like, you leave.
God, I wonder what she thought when you told her about your family. Oh, wait, no, that was later in the year
That
that
didn't
they were
happen yet.
that
That
they
didn't
were
happen
yeah
yet.
staying in the. Well, what did they think of Billy? Or what did she think of Billy?
Oh, she hated Billy with a passion.
Yeah, he was
Billy would always spit sunflower seeds at her to get her out of the room. Oh, he didn't like her at all. He put gum in her hair one time.
Wouldn't Billy purposely make a bunch of noise in the middle of the night just to keep
Yeah,
keep
he
you
would
guys up
like
all
get all
night?
the pots and pans, and then he just, I don't know, he would just make as much noise as possible.
Crazy.
He'd be like, Billy want chili.
So, since you brought it up, let's get into the other girl. Now, my understanding, you and her didn't work at Walmart at the same time together.
No, but me and her brother did.
You were yeah, her
But
brother is your right-hand man, Rogan.
okay, so where do I even start with this?
So,
Okay, so me and her. Okay, wait. I know what to say. Me
okay.
and her were pretty close, best friends, whatever. And his best friends with her brother. We all hung out, whatever.
Mhm.
One night, like this was before the ex. You know,
Yep.
we started making out and stuff, and it was a good time. Um, but she had a soy boy boyfriend, and I know you know who soy boy is. Ask
Yep.
me some questions about this soy boy.
Well, I mean, we don't want to show photos of this other guy, but
Yeah.
just people listening, take our word for it. There's Soy Boy. He's like my age, so like 4 years older than you, I think, or maybe 3 years older than you, maybe a little bit younger than
Or
me. But yep, and she has a kid, Rogan's sister, and did the whole time you've known her, right?
hmm
Dad nowhere in the picture, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Before you and the ex, you guys kind of made out. even though she was with another, she was with Soy Boy. Let's fast forward now to the end of her and Soy Boy.
Okay, so
Um, this is after.
me and her were really close. I was thinking that they would break up,
Yep.
and she was like getting ready to move in with her and Rogan, and all this stuff was about to happen. And yeah, they didn't move in
No.
with each other. She got what?
Yeah. I just got to say this. Okay. So again, timeline: December 2020, uh, or December 2022. You and the ex break up. February 2022, you're over the X and you're back, going for
We're
Rogan's sister.
we're yeah, we're really
And
close, if you know what
and
I mean.
I just remember that time period all the time. Just you would always say, "Oh, they're moving in," and I from day one was like, "No, not happening. Nope, nope, nope. It's gonna go sideways or something." Sure enough, it did. I was right. You know, never met these people in real life. I was right that it wasn't gonna happen. Um, and
And you were right about Rogan moving in with his other sister.
yep.
I think. Yeah.
So the domino that really made the whole thing fall apart, in my opinion, you know, never met these people. You would probably know better than me. Was Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day 2023. Maybe you could tell us about that.
Okay, so I had left Walmart. I didn't have a job at the time. Well, actually, no, I got a new job. And the guy that replaced me for car pushing screwed everything up. Like, me and Rogan were trying to be friends with this dude. He's actually like a neighbor or something. Or not really a neighbor, but he like kind of close to my house at the time, you know.
Yeah.
And we were just gonna go out and hang out with them. We thought we had a new friend going on, you know.
Yeah. Let's call him Trippy Red for the audience.
Trippy Red, yeah.
Yeah.
So Trippy Red, he thought he was the coolest shit, and he wasn't. Like, first we all thought he was kind of cool. He played guitar really well, could sing. Um, had like a bunch of cool stuff, and then his girlfriend was pregnant. He had another kid, but somebody else. He has tattoos all over.
But at this time,
Uh,
they weren't dating.
yeah, they weren't dating.
Trippy
And
Red
then
and the
he
girl
got
pregnant
he got
with his kid or second
he got
kid
kicked out by the girl that was pregnant.
after
And then
having a restraining order with the first girl that had a kid with him, right?
yeah, and then I introduced uh this ex Rogan's sister, and they were like, oh yeah, it seemed like a brother and sister type relationship, friendship, whatever. And then Valentine's Day, she was diabetic, sick in the hospital. I was worried she's dying or whatever. Go in the hospital, bring her flowers, and guess who's there? Her and Trippy Red. And they're like probably about to make out or something, and I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah. And you showed up with flowers.
Hmm. And they're like, and she's like, oh, why'd you bring me those? Those look better dead. And she's just like being really shitty about it. Like all of a sudden, her whole attitude changed against me. We were all friends and stuff, and all of a sudden, she just pushed me out.
Yeah. And the detail for the people at home is she when Rogan, Rogan's sister, you and Mikey G,
Trippy
Trippy
Red.
Red all hung out, or at some point it was you and Rogan's sister, and she made a comment that was like, "What if I started dating Trippy Red?" And you were like,
I was like,
if you
then it
do
would be
that, it's
over.
over." Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And
And
then
she's like, yeah, I would never do that to you. And then 2 days later, or something like that, she did.
So yeah, on Valentine's Day, Rogan's sister.
A couple nights before Valentine's Day, we all got really drunk, and we all like I was just being a total asshole that night too to everybody, and she got mad at me about that too, but that has nothing to do with it
Mhm.
because we had already made up, whatever. And then she's like, "Hey, come over the next night." And
Yeah.
then the next night after that, she was sick, and then I was worried about her.
So again, for the people at home, you and um, yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say, but basically, Valentine's Day 2023, you bring her flowers because she's in the hospital, diabetic, didn't take her medicine or whatever. Um, her
Yeah, she purposely didn't take her medicine, and then Trippy Red was all like telling her mom, "Oh, she didn't take her medicine. I'm trying to take care of my baby girl and all this shit." And I'm just like, "The fuck?"
Yeah. And then her current boyfriend at the time, Soy Boy, was nowhere to be seen again on
Yeah,
Valentine's. Kind of. So you could tell
Soy Boy was
there it was
out.
over.
Soy Boy was
Right.
out banging somebody else,
Seriously?
probably, because right after he ended up with somebody.
And again, the whole key to this is what, a week after this they were all supposed to move in together, week and a half.
And then I was
But
getting told something else too. I was just like, "Oh yeah, I'm in love with you, but I can't do it because I'm with Soy Boy." And then a week later, she ends up with Trippy Red. This is
and
what I mean by women are monsters.
and yeah, again, Trippy Red, he was just the low of the low. He's the only ever person to get fired from Garbage World, right?
Yeah. He would steal from Garbage World. He was just a total ass wipe.
And now he's the rival. But he's kind of out of the picture
I don't.
now.
He's kind of out of the picture now, but he was my arch nemesis at one point. Now, if I see him anywhere, I just don't. I don't look in his direction.
Yeah,
I keep walking on. He has like pink hair now and all girly, paints his nails. I don't know.
trash. So I guess the last thing they kind of hit on is so then Rogan's sister and Trippy Red started dating
Oh, by the
for
way, me and her were supposed to be secret that whole time, and I eventually told Rogan, and Rogan was just chill about it. We're
yeah
still friends, so yeah.
yeah um but yeah, so then they started dating for a few months, broke up, and then she came back to you, and you basically were like, hell no, doing
Yeah.
everything you can to avoid her, and
She's like, please come back. Come to my daughter's birthday party.
oh, that's right, that's what she always wanted.
Yeah. Even when they were together and shit, so
Yeah,
it
and
was
now
stupid.
she's with some other trash can, and you're on here telling your life story, right?
Yep. It's like Joe Dirt, the movie Joe Dirt. You ever see that movie?
No.
Where he's on the podcast telling about his life.
Oh, actually, yeah, maybe I have.
Yeah, David Spade.
Yeah, yeah. Now that you say that, yeah, I think I have. Um, so otherwise, is there any other wacko women at Walmart that you can think of and need to
Oh,
share with us?
Rogan's sister's best friend. Well, she only worked at Walmart for a little bit. I worked with her at Goodwill mostly, so
Mm,
I can't say
right,
anything about
right.
that this
Well,
time. That's a Goodwill episode. Women of Goodwill.
and we'll get there someday. Um, otherwise, um, did you enjoy working with most of the women at Walmart?
Hell no.
They were worse.
Most of them ruined my life. They either became lesbian or like. Oh, let's talk about the very one of the very first girls I liked over there. We'll call her Roach.
Roach.
Yeah.
We'll just call her Roach. I don't know. Doesn't sound good, but
Yep, yep.
she wasn't good. So basically, this is when Subway was built in the Walmart. They took it out. We would go there all the time, eat Subway, and buy her Subway. She was like, "Protect me, be my bodyguard." Every time we went outside and shit, like, she's very like paranoid all the time. I don't know why. She's little, like short, you know, barely weighed anything.
Hmm.
I don't know. We went out for a little bit, but then she started ghosting me, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" This is the first time I left Walmart. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And once a girl stops talking to you, here's some advice for you, 18 to 20-year-old or younger, older, whatever you are. Don't don't keep messaging. Just give up at that point. My
Did you take
little
this advice?
No, not at that time. Not at that time. I was like, "Hey, where are you? Hey, what are you doing? Are you mad at me?" Or, like I was just a little dweeb that just wanted somebody.
Are you allowed to date
And
coworkers at Walmart?
it's it ends up happening anyway, but it's frowned upon.
Probably
But
not
yeah,
supposed to, but people do.
Roach, she ended up ghosting me. I see on her Snapchat she's with some Marine guy, and then 2 weeks later, she was married to the same Marine guy without even saying anything. And then she
Oh,
moved to like a different state, far away. And I heard she's back in town now, but I don't know. I still keep
yes.
up with her grandma. Her grandma worked with me too.
And that's crazy. That yeah, you never knew she was even talking to another guy until literally you saw that she was married. It's
And then
Walmart, right?
there was some girls that I didn't want to talk to that liked me anyway. We'll get into those, I guess. Is that all right?
Yeah, yeah,
How
yeah.
much time?
Yeah, we got
Okay,
time. We got time.
there was Hippie J's sister. Keep in mind, like, I just wanted to be friends with her. She saw it a different way. She followed me to the Steak and Shake all the time. That was right across from Walmart because I just walked over there. And she wouldn't eat anything. She just stare at me. Like, I don't get with these girls. They would just stare, not eat. You know,
Yeah,
what do you uh, what do you think about that?
it's fucking weird.
Yeah, I know.
It's like they're
I'll be just trying to
processing.
I'll just try to chill and eat.
Hmm.
And yeah, so
I
Hippie
didn't know
J's
you worked with
sister,
her at Walmart though.
yeah, she worked there. Me and Hippie J, just like Rogan, me and Hippie J were best friends. And then his sister comes along, and this was a sister that I liked as a friend, but didn't like her like that.
Hmm. Yeah,
And then
you're
she
like the
eventually moved off to a different state.
yeah, you're like the sister slayer.
The sister fister. Um, but yeah, then there's let's see, who else's sister?
Well, did the average woman at Walmart weigh more than you?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, well, no, I take that back.
About the
I am a
same.
scrawny guy. I'm a scrawny guy. The girls that I was with were always lower weight, but this hippie J sister, she weighed a lot. She wasn't a whale, but she weighed a lot. I would say that. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Pretty, but not pretty enough for me to be like, oh, goo goo gaga, milky.
Did
You know?
uh did any of the women that you worked with, did they ever tend to get really sweaty like every
Oh
single
yeah.
day?
Especially the one that was car pushing.
Well, okay.
And then
Outside at least makes
then
sense.
Jolene, the one that Rogan liked, you don't want her to sweat because you just smell everything.
Oh
And we'd be
God.
like, close your legs, Jolene.
So yeah,
You
she
know?
was a mess.
Yeah. a hot mess. She she was decent looking, but she was always just cracked out.
Did women tend to get promoted more or less at Walmart?
Mm, did seem like there was a lot more women managers. There was one that was decent when I was car pushing that would just be like, "All right, you gotta come inside. It's storming," and then she'd have like a jiggly everything, like jiggly the good kind of jiggly, not the bad kind of jiggly.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'd just be like, "Damn." All the car pushers when she come out would like take off their hats, like put their hats by their chest and be like, "Damn, shorty,"
Mm-hmm.
Their
You guys
eyes
are
pop out of their heads and be like, "Damn."
you guys are all messed up. All right. What other women do we need to cover?
Oh, how about the one that was stalking me forever?
Yeah, tell us about her.
I'll just call her the stalker. She was well, there was this old lady. I guess I can go ahead and say her nickname on here because her nickname wasn't her actual name, and I doubt she'll watch this. Okay, this old lady named Boo. That's a weird name, right?
Right.
She'd be like, "Oh, honey, I think this girl likes you," and then she went up to the girl and be like, "Oh, I think he likes you," and then it was just kind of like this weird thing. And it was close to my birthday, and this girl was all like, "Oh, I want to get you something." I keep in mind, I didn't know who this girl was. This is like a day before my birthday, and she's like, "I heard it's your birthday. I got you something." I didn't even know who she was.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Come meet me at my car." And I was like, "This is sketchy as fuck." I was like, either I'm getting pranked, or I'm getting poisoned, or I'm getting laid, something.
Yeah.
So I get in the car. She's like, "Here, I got you candy." I'm like, for one, this is kind of weird. I mean, she's younger than me, not by much. Like she's like 19. But she's like, "Here's some candy." I'm like, this is kind of like if this was like reverse scenario, say if I was like the one giving candy, I would have like I'd be sued or something, or
Right.
sent to jail. If I was like, "Hey, meet me in my car and give me can or I'll give you candy." I don't know. She she kept like following me around, and I'm surprised she had like other spies on me, like taking videos of me while I was cart pushing, and then sending me the videos saying, "Oh, she's watching you," and stuff like that. Like, ain't that creepy?
Yeah.
Chat, like people in the chat, the messages, comments, whatever. Message down below if you made it to this part and see if that's even creepy. Like, because I want to
So
hear what you guys think.
so again, what was the purpose? Just that she liked you? And this was like
Yeah, she
probably
liked
her
me,
way
and
of
then
saying it.
she's like, "Hey, she had some girl talking to me, and she's like, "Hey, do you like flowers?" She wants to get you flowers. Boys like flowers too, don't they? I was like, "Flowers are okay, but like that's more of like what a guy would do for a girl." And I'm just like, I'm just not into her like that. Sorry, not. I'm like, I'm not gay or anything, but I'm just like not into her. Sorry. She just seemed a little too young and mature. And
Mm-hmm.
she just seemed creepy and stocky.
Oh, that's what she was doing.
And then she ended up with one of my old friends. So
Which one?
yeah. You wouldn't know him. His name was
Okay.
We'll make up a name for him. We'll just call him Slade, but it rhymes with Slade.
Okay. What
Yeah.
what other women do we need to cover? What other weirdo women?
Well, there's a lot of weirdo women at Goodwill. That was for a different
Right.
time.
Right. What other advice can you give someone trying to
Oh,
lock one
okay.
down
So
at
if you get
Walmart?
sometimes you need advice to get away from one at Walmart. You know what I mean?
What advice would you give them?
All right. So to avoid the one that was trying to give me candy and stuff. I just flat out said, dude, I don't like you like that. You know? And she's
Hmm.
like, oh, sorry if it seemed like I fancied you. But I was like, damn, she seems like she's just a weirdo, like a creep, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and then she's like trying to let on like she wasn't interested. I'm like, damn.
Right, exactly.
But the advice I have to give to people is just be flat out honest and just be like, hey, I don't like you. Because then it gets it out of the way on if they're questioning it or not. And then just avoid them as much as possible. Walk past them. Don't look at them. Don't make eye contact. Just keep walking past them. And if they're still stalking you about that, just go to HR or whatever. I'm sure they won't do anything, but yeah,
Right. Or they'll tell you to figure it out exactly.
I think we covered them all.
Yeah.
Almost. Most of them. Most of the important ones, anyway.
Any women as like customers we can talk about?
K-Dog, he was trying to lock down a mom customer who was like, oh, cute kid. And she's just like, don't talk about my kid that way.
How old was his mom?
Like 20 something.
Oh, okay. So younger.
And then K-Dog K-Dog was always flirting with moms, hot moms.
Yeah. What customers did you hit on?
One time there was this girl. I was like, "Hey, do you like Skittles?" And I handed her some Skittles, and she's like, "Oh, what's your favorite Skittle?" I was like, "Oh, the red ones." And then she's just like, "Oh yeah, mine too."
What happened to her?
I don't know. I don't even know what her name was.
On
I would just
average,
flirt with all kinds of customers all the time.
here's a question for you. On average, who would women or men last longer working at Walmart?
That's a
Let me think. On the people that are still there that I know of,
It seems like women last longer.
Wonder why.
I don't know. They have more ambition, I guess. Ambition at being losers.
Yeah, being stuck at Walmart.
But then again, there's me that's stuck at a different place. But yeah.
Will there ever be a woman that works for Garbage World?
Hell no, not anymore.
No.
Except
It's a,
maybe the blondes. The
it's a.
blondes that
Oh,
don't work
okay.
at Walmart. They don't work at Walmart, but they don't work anywhere. They just expect the world to be free.
Yeah.
But yeah,
They
they
live
have
life
a
on easy mode.
they were selling flowers and baked goods with special stuff in the baked goods. Mountain Dew flavored stuff, if you know what I mean.
I gotcha. Um, I guess. Yeah. What percentage of the women at Walmart drank Mountain Dew? In quotes,
Capital
drank
A,
Mountain Dew.
capital A, capital L, capital L.
Oh my
That and
god.
energy drinks. Energy drinks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you said vape related stuff earlier, stuff with
Oh yeah, they
nicotine in
all
it.
had that. So you go outside of Walmart and you see nothing but clouds of smoke from everybody. Everybody on break, customers, just clouds of smoke. You have to like walk through like a smoke screen of smoke, you know?
So how would Walmart women rank compared to the other places you've worked in terms of just nastiest? Like, were they the bottom of the barrel, most nasty,
Well,
compared to Goodwill?
where I'm at now is pretty bad. So,
Yeah,
um,
part of that is because
Goodwill,
they look like complete crackheads where you work now, but
yeah, they don't
whatever.
shower. But then you got Walmart people, they just shower in the sink.
Hmm.
But at least they do that. Place I do now, they don't even have a fucking sink. Um, let's see. Honestly, Goodwill girls were better than Walmart girls,
Yeah,
and
I
that's
can see that.
surprising.
Seems
I don't
like
know
it. Yeah.
why.
Yeah, I mean, I think that wraps it up. Unless again you have any
Uh,
other.
in conclusion, women are monsters. Capital A, capital L, capital L of them are all monsters. And until I meet a good one, if I meet a good a woman or women or whatever, I'll post a vid myself and just and say I'm sorry, but no, that won't happen.
We're gonna hold you to that now.
Yeah, you guys better.
All right.
Uh,
We'll wrap it up
uh,
there. In
drink
conclusion, women are all monsters.
drink Mountain Dew and live on.
All right.